Come on up here.
Have a nice day.
All right. So you're saying that just by putting it in here, all right, if I were to give you a nice little flower like this, all right. So, oh, what's happening? Here, you want to grip that one? Oh, look at this. It's cold. Hold on. Hold on. Do you think what happened if I did it with this one too? Huh? So all I have to do is what? Just put it right in here, and then what happens? Take it out. What would happen if I take it out? It's frozen. Well, I don't. That's what? So if I were to do this, and I would just go like, oh, look at that. Oh, bless you, bless you. Oh, that's weird. How's your flower doing? When something gets really, really cold, it changes? It does, actually. All right, now here's what we're going to do. All right. All right. So let's see. I've got the brown gloves and stuff. All right, so I've got here this little jar. All right. Take all the stuff out of it. Thank you. All right, actually inside my little jar there is nothing. In fact, it is actually a jar with nothing in it, which is good because with nothing in it, it actually can create a vacuum which will keep my liquid nitrogen from evaporating away. All right, so let's put a little bit more in. All right. Now, let's see, so you're saying that if I were to, what do you think would happen if I were to put some other stuff in there? If I were to put a bouncy ball in there, what do you think would happen? Bouncy balls are fun. Well, nothing will happen to it though, right? It'll get frozen, or it'll get unfrozen. No way! Try it, because in science when you want to find out something, what do? You try it, it's called an experiment. Everybody help me say experiment. Now, when you get older, you get good at that, and you say the word experiment, you can expectorate onto the front row. Okay? Okay. All right, so let's see. Whoa. All right. Oh, man, he's having a fun ride in there. All right. So let's see, take it out now? No. Well, let me ask this. What do you think would happen if I put liquid nitrogen into a balloon? It would blow up like... It would freeze inside and then it would pop. Uh-oh. I'm not sure that's a good idea to you. Try it. Alright. Well, let's see if we can experiment a little bit here. Alright, let's see what's happening to the bouncy ball. Alright. Woo! Think it'll be bouncy? Same thing? Whoa! Woo-hoo! All right. Now let's see if we can put a little bit more in. All right. Now, so you're saying if I were to do this, if I were to take a balloon, do I have any balloons up here?
Yeah. Yeah, you have those ones that you were blowing up.
All right. So if I were to take a balloon and I were to blow it up, no. Who did that? All right. So if I were to do this, let's see if I were to take this And if I were to put a little bit into my balloon, see if I can get a little bit out. All right, what do you think will happen?
It's gonna pop.
It's going to pop.
No, it's gonna blow it up. It's gonna fill.
It's going to fill up.
It's
It's going to freeze up. Well, that's an awful lot of things it's going to do. All right, let's see if we were to do this. Now, if I take it and I tie it off, all right, what's going to happen to it?
It looks like a duck.
It does kind of look like a duck.
It's not a duck.
Stomach or...
Come on, doggy, hang in there.
Huh? So what's happening in my balloon?
It's expanding.
It's expanding. It's getting bigger and bigger. Why is it expanding?
Because the ice room expands.
Because what?
Oh, ice expands.
Cold stuff expands. Go ahead. Well, actually, you're on the right track. This is actually not carbon dioxide, but this is nitrogen. The same thing that fills up most of our air. All right? Now, when something goes from hot to cold, the molecules inside start moving slower and slower and slower. And as they move slower and slower, they get closer and closer together. All right? As they get closer together, they take up less and less space. All right? By the same token, if I reverse the process, if I take something that's a solid and I turn it into a gas, it actually expands. And that's what just happened here. I took a very little bit of liquid nitrogen, I put it in my balloon, and instead of that liquid nitrogen taking up the size of a quarter, now it takes up the size of something almost as big as my head. What do you tell me? I got a big head? Oh! All right. What about, oh, we still got this. Let's see. So if we were to do this, if we were to take our tennis ball, oh, I think it's gone to bed. Oh! Man! All right, I'm calling the meeting to order. All right. And you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of an experiment I was going to try. How about, do we have any good carpenters out there?